Guys. Naindaba la. So Gininda is not a member of Hawks, right? So then if Gininda is not a member of Hawks, where did he get the audacity to make a call to the Hawks and tell them that look, Makhubo should drop case 375? Do you remember that? Today I want us to talk about that because he has been exposed that no, you're not a member of Hawks. Forget about it. You're not a member of Hawks. Secondly, the divisions the division you are serving in the cold case unit thing, we don't even know how it was established. That is to begin with, right? Another interesting thing, somebody had asked me a question that I think it's beneficial for people to understand. Why, Bongani, do you don't delete the negative comments? Especially these days, there are pure negative comments, right? And I see them. And then somebody asked, I think there is a very important, I think there's a very important lesson that I want to teach you guys as to why I don't delete those comments, and I don't advise people to delete such comments. But let's read this. There was a letter that was written. On the 24th of February 2025, but I think it's Merida Haas, University of KZN, Durban. Good day, General Libya. Please clarify whether there's any truth in the allegation that the DPCI opened a case against Patricia Mashale. 2. B, if you like. Please advise intervention made by DPCI after an apparent attempt to kill Warrant Officer Makhubo. We will talk about this now that you understand that the letter has this component where they tried to take the life of Makhubo. But there's something that I want to reveal here. Let's start here. So the letter addresses a lot of things to General Libya, right? Now let's first notice this. As well known, Patricia Mashale had made various reports about SAPS corruption in the course of many years of service in the South African Police Service, including one made to Hawks about alleged criminality by senior Free State police member in the illegal disposal of firearm. It was last one she made to General Stolle, which led to being illegally dismissed 3 years ago. Now please notice that illegally dismissed. So the dismissal of Patricia Mashale 3 years ago is illegal, as per the letter. We'll go deep into this. Now let me read this and then we'll proceed. During these 3 years of serious during these 3 years of serious persecution by the South African Police Service, at times in collusion with the Free State DPP, Mashale's home was under the constant surveillance, so she cannot, with family, and narrowly missed being killed after visiting a sick child in November 2022. You will recall that I reported to you in August 2023 that Hawks' car has been identified by George Mashale as keeping the home under surveillance. I noticed you and I am grateful for responding. The surveillance of the home has continued as reported to General Masimula last month, January 2025. So right now we're still addressing that. But we'll come back to Gininda. There's some quite interesting thing. And Warrant Officer Makhubo, right? Let's address this. There are people who are watching this video and they are not yet subscribed. If you are not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Because to subscribe, it is free. To like the video, it is free. To comment in the comment section below, it is free of charge. Well, you can share this video. It is free of charge. You can become a member of this YouTube channel. You'll pay for as little as 20 Rand a month. Or you can use the super thanks button to donate. Guys, on the 3rd of March is my birthday, and we are very far from getting 500 subscribers. Very far. Let's address this elephant. I don't know if you have noticed, guys, there are mean comments in my comments, right? And let me address this elephant. Some will think that I'm ignoring them intentionally. No, we're dealing with this. Don't worry. What I like about YouTube, because I've got connections to the inside, not an illegal one. So my manager from YouTube, they are able to pull the data, and I'm able to see it. Okay, these are the same people that are commenting. So I've got a surprise for them, don't worry. But the reason I decided to leave them is because I decided not to punish them for now. It's because there is something positive about it. Let me tell you this. So they speak ill of me. Anything I say, hey man, I even wrote to someone, I said, it's like you are hired to just say, stop lying, Bongan. So all that they do is that they think they are discrediting me by going into the comments and saying that, guys, I'm not worried. One, I'm able to see when a comment is coming from, or when a criticism is coming from a good heart. Because I follow the type of people that are commenting. So it serves me good. Two things that it does, but let's deal with one aspect. YouTube wants people to comment, and YouTube does not care how many people who comment. What people said. YouTube does not care much about it. So what YouTube care about is the fact that people are commenting in my video. Because they are commenting in my video, then they help me in terms of the YouTube algorithm. They are helping me, right? So there's a positive aspect, but I also have a surprise for them. So don't worry. So that's the reason I haven't dealt with them in the comment section below much. Is because while they think they're discrediting me, YouTube takes that and say there are people who are commenting, and then they promote my videos more. Right? Let's proceed. Okay, so yesterday, a Sarithlias report in Sunday World, riddled with unsubstantiated allegation, claimed that Brigadier Gininda, the investigator in the Senzo Meyiwa case currently in court, was under serious threat and his security has been beefed up. The article linked this threat to alleged leaking of personal information by Patricia Mashale. No attempt has been made to obtain any comment from Miss Mashale, according to the standard South African police. The editors. They must also get a comment from Patricia Mashale, but that is what they didn't do, right? So then they said that there is plenty of information which has been accessed by other police members about Gininda on the system, or on the SAPS system, and circulated. Mashale, who remain illegally dismissed, does not have access to the system. It is abundant that she is not personal. It is abundant that she has no personal information, e.g., his home address and contact details. So these allegations appears deliberate misinformation. This article has given rise to further disinformation on social media, which is effect and ludicrous as it may seem. Linking Patricia Mashale to the death of Senzo Meyiwa, the Sunday World referred to a criminal case having been opened against her by DPCI, investigations being in progress, although it seems that this DPCI and investigation is being in progress. Okay. My critics will feel comfortable and say, yeah, go and practice. Hey, my lord. Being in progress, although it seems that this was not confirmed by your spokesperson at the time of going to press, unless there was subsequent information released by the DPCI. The whole article and some of the social media sensationalism it has generated appears to be a clear disinformation. Firstly, Brigadier Gininda apparently runs the South African Police Service Cold Case Unit and is not known to be a hoax, a member of hoax. Yay! Do you know what it means? When you understand the mandate of Hawks and the mandate of the other division as well, you will realize why this is important. But Gininda is not a member of Hawks. Do you remember that it's the same Gininda that made a call to the member of Hawks, the member of Hawks where Makhubo is working? And remember that they said that Makhubo should drop case 375. So in other words, Gininda was bossing them, telling them the way to get off and what they need to do, as if he's their boss. So that's the one thing where this becomes very important. So then, it says that he's not known to be an hoax. Apparently, he's not known to be a member of hoax, right? In the event of Gininda eventually being under any kind of threat, as opposed to his or her association allegation, it could well emanate from, the words are so small. It could well emanate from another cold case, especially the creature matter, which are linked to underworld gang. So what we get here is that the underworld gang is looking for Gininda, not Patricia Mashale. Go and deal with the people you dealt with. The people you upset. The people you managed to upset, not Patricia Mashale. Right? The words are a bit small, eh? So where was I? Underworld gang. Yeah. Secondly, Meyiwa investigation are not linked to the DPCI, nor part of its mandate. As part of the fact that one of your member was seconded by the National Commissioner to investigate. One of the member was seconded. Yeah, was seconded by the commissioner to investigate the matter as I deal with under B below, which refers to the very serious threat to his life or to the life of Warrant Officer Makhubo, which are linked to the investigation into the Meyiwa case. It is Makhubo's evidence that has started to expose the issue or the tissue of lies emanating from the current case, including about the supposed conversation Ntuli had with Kelly Khumalo after his cell phone had been removed by Makhubo during investigation into hit squad activities, which is believed to be deliberate cover up for the real killers of Sifiso Meyiwa. That's what Ukronye will say, Meyiwa. The letter then continued to read, amidst all the disinformation which is swinging, including from police members defaming Patricia Mashale, we need to know whether there is truth at all in DPCI having opened a case against her, especially as opening spiral cases and fabricating evidence is becoming a regular tactic being used by the South African Police Service at a great cost to personal lives. The police budget. The speaker, she speaks about the police budget. Tina, we are interested in B1. As you are aware, Warrant Officer Makhubo, who had obtained the 6 life sentence against accused number 5, Fiso Ntuli, was seconded to the Meyiwa investigation and open now notorious second docket in 2019. A decision was taken to prosecute it, and it was then overruled as referred to in my letter to the DPC or to the NDPP dated 13 January 2025 in my 2023 report questioning whether the ends of justice were being defeated, which are attached for your information. Right, Utige, we now have more evidence that it was the docket opened by Makhubo which should have been prosecuted. which has been, which would have been prosecuted. Patricia Mashale, as part of her practical research work for her LLB degree, was assisting late Mngomezulu during early part of 2024, and shared new information with Warrant Officer Makhubo, which confirmed that the second docket was a solid case needing prosecution. And we all know Uguti, if the second docket gets to be if it see the light of the day, we know Uguti abo Gininda, they will have questions to answer, and they're not interested to do that. Let's proceed reading, right? Unfortunately, that information was leaked by more senior investigator, and a key witness went underground in fear of his life. You may recall that that is why last year the head of Hawks in Gauteng, Godwa, is alleged to have agreed with Brigadier Gininda that Makhubo should immediately be returned to the Hawks, so that he was totally removed from the Senzo Meyiwa case. Senzo Meyiwa investigations. Okay, assistance was sought from General Masemola, and it did not happen. I should mention that the late Advocate Mngomezulu had shared with the court that he was under threat himself, and that his dog had been poisoned, and nothing whatsoever was done about it. He subsequently died, as had others, as detailed in my attached letter to the DPP, to the NDPP. We feared then that the prompt to return Makhubo to the DPCI might involve a plot to arrange a dangerous deployment for him to have him killed. B2. The detail of the professional break at Makhubo's home on 6 January are detailed in my attached letter to the NDPP under point 8 and 9. His colleague agree with him that this was a highly organized professional hit of some sort, probably to kill him, or at the very least steal whatever documentation they could find. He was not at home, but his son was extremely lucky to be alive, and is seriously traumatized by what went through that night. You will note that the criminals vanished because the police arrived at the scene after panic button was pressed, but they did not even take fingerprints, which was easily obtainable at the gate. The Boksburg police stations, Boksburg police need to be held accountable for that glaring omission, which raises questions about my dad. Ya vele nje letter yathula. Yema ya vele nje azikhipha. Nansi imhlola yami lana. We were reading about Boksburg police station, guys. I don't know what happened. Something just happened, guys, while I was reading. Okay, yeah, let's continue. It is said that the police, for omission, which raises question and whether their negligence was deliberate. The case opened in Boksburg Station, case 77/1/2025. The car which the criminal used had false number plate, that which is registered to an SAPS vehicle, right? B2, Warrant Officer Makhubo's life remained in great danger. In 2024, following my report about fears for his safety, a threat assessment was done but there was no follow-up whatsoever. It is life of Warrant Officer Makhubo, one of your own DPCI member, which is at risk from the Meyiwa case, not that of Brigadier Bongan Gininda. I agree, Merita Haas. Please advise what assistance will be provided to Warrant Officer Makhubo to try to ensure, one, his safety, especially if he has to testify in court in the Mehiwa case. 2, a full investigation by experienced members of the onslaught of his home. In conclusion, please respond urgently to the questions I have raised under A4 about whether a case has been registered against Patricia Mashale. B3, about assistance to Warrant Officer Makhubo. Kindly regards, Merida Haas, the Honorable Research Fellow School of Law in UKZN. I think we should say English, Aitolingo. I thought to myself, let me read this for you, and so I make you understand. We will come back and do some of the analysis, but not now. For now, let's leave it here for today. I'll see you on the next episode.